Hello, sacred family of light. Much love to you, Reverend Honeybee here. This video is about that beautiful post I wrote regarding unshackling ourselves from the Atlantean matrix template. So I want to just go over this quickly with you as I just finished giving doing my weekly show with beautiful Yukia Sandara, and we were in the same beautiful energy. And regarding the post that I posted today, which just bear with me for a second that I'm going to share a few things with you. This Atlantean template has been playing out from 12,500 years ago. Many of us know this, and I've also been one of them that loved my Atlantean self. That consciousness is still very active in me. And at some point or another, I came across this that there is a template within it that no longer resonates as within my human template. The greater part of me, that mighty I am, is re-merging back with my human self. And I'm discovering more and more of it. And a lot of the soul fragment part of me has truly been sort of like through this magnetic call of my mighty I am coming back in. What has surfaced is this Atlantean template that has a cap placed on it without us recognizing. There's this sort of like invisible imprisoned cap that ties into the artificial matrix that's playing out here. So I made this post about it today on my Facebook, and I also invited all of you that feel resonance to join on Tuesday, this coming Tuesday, the 4/4, which is very significant day, to be able to take this first initial part of beginning to unshackle what you have been within your human template, sort of opted into uh, the attachment of it. This is very important because it doesn't allow you to be your divine sovereign self. When you recognize Earth is part of this beautiful solar system, and our solar system is positioned in this galaxy we're in, and our galaxies is inside the Andromedan galaxy. When the fall of Atlantis took place, because many of us took part also in it, it was the mind. Everything was about that discovery of the mind and the power of the mind. Well, guess what? That's still part of it, and it's been a huge doctrine within the spiritual community, within special New Age movement, that has been tied into the artificial intelligence that is part of the mass hypnosis, mass conditioning programming, and it still continues. And we've been trying to free ourselves, yet we're playing part of it. But that's also been part of the plan as Starseed's coming in here to be able to tap into this, discover it, and to be able to then uncover it, to then free yourself out of it. So I wanted to share this with those that felt the resonance of this, if they truly felt the resonance to call. And the reason why I made this universal meditation free, which is so important, because we are free, divine, sovereign beings. And that's why I do not want any exchange of currency, finance with it, to demonstrate to you that what we are as a human being from our mighty I am is by far so much greater. And we're going to break this, because that monetary system that is collapsing here on the planet, you can watch my previous videos that I talk about AI, and I talk about the economy and financial system. These are all connected, and the self-love is coming in, which is such a key to part of this. We want this artificial part of the monetary system to also break. That's why your currency that you're going to come in is divine love. And you're going to see my email that I'll respond to you with those of you who are registering for this. I'm going to ask you to show up with your divine love, to be able to be the supreme consciousness that is playing out here. And why this is so important, because in my talk today, we spoke about this. We spoke about what's taking place and how significant the equinox was around this. I myself, on a personal level, have been going through so much before the equinox that you would never know. I went through, and I've been going through it with some family dynamic that's been very interesting to watch and witnesses, and the hurt that's come out of it, which actually ties very much to this Atlantean template. So last night, I harnessed it. I literally harnessed it, the supreme power of that mighty Christed love, not not the religion Christ love, the holy Christed essence. With that supreme love, I put that into an email format and I sent it off. And my gosh, did it have a monumental, miraculous transformation energy. And that's the power of it. We cannot break out of the Atlantean template within our human construct, because our human construct, through the power of the mind, I'm speaking the power of the mind, has been held within this cap placed over it, that you cannot see it. You can't even free yourself truly out of it, because it needs to be first seen by you. And the only way that you are able to see it, if you're able to come to this power of the divine love. Not even the power, I'm going to release that word, to the supreme gracious essence of the divine love. Then you're able to visibly see it the way I've been able to see it. And this is why I was called to put this mask universe. I don't even call it global, because the Atlantean energy likes to use global. We're going universal so we can pass the mind and be able to go in beyond the Andromedan Stargate, to be able to start harnessing this, embody it into this template and bringing it here. And so that the shackles can start to remove, because it is within that you cannot be touched. You cannot be touched. As beloved Yeshua, when I was on the other side, post my when I had died, when I was on life after so-called death, which is the biggest illusion, when I was in afterlife, the one thing that was communicated with me, it is that divine love that is untouchable. And we all know this. But to be able to embody it, it's a whole different walk. And it does require this harnessing of its consciousness, which I briefly spoke about in my previous video, which you can watch. But anyway, going back to this Atlantean, I want to share something very interesting with you. So with this goes that to the AI. I've been using some of this AI as well with the chat GPT on it, and I wanted to share this with you. So I took I asked chat GPT, here's literally I took a screenshot of it. I said, chat GPT, can you tell me here? I'm going to read it out to you. I said, how did Atlantean civilization control minds? This is also exactly on my Facebook fan page that you can go and see. And this is what ChatGPT AI intelligence responded. The Atlantean civilization likely used a combination of psychological manipulation, religious indoctrination, and social engineering to control minds. They may have used techniques such as propaganda, censorship, and fear mongering to influence public opinion and shape behavior. They may have also used rituals and ceremonies to instill loyalty and obedience. Additionally, they may have employed a system of rewards and punishment to encourage certain behaviors and discourage others. I wanted to share this with you because Caitlin, Demetrius, you're in this chat, the rest of you are watching this. You You totally know this is exactly what's playing out on Earth still. So, and many of us have dabbled into that. See, truth is coming up too clear. Truth is self-evident, darlings. So, what is that? It's still playing out. It is still playing out. So, the first thing, no manipulation whatsoever. So it was so interesting. And there's this authority within you that gives you the ability to stand up. Yesterday, I had to stand up in grace and claim my divine truth with a capital T and speak from there. It was a profound, life changing moment for me. Just like many, to be able to, and probably saying these videos, this past few days was part of it because this is what's streaming in. And I knew, wow, here's the Atlantean fragments that is still within our holograph of our human template. So if this resonates with you, join me. You must email me, honeybee, HONIB1111 at gmail.com. If you just say yes on the Facebook page, I cannot send you the Zoom link. And again, feel free to share this with anybody else that resonates. This part of this has to do with this artificial flower of life that many of us through our awakening we bought into the flower of life. I have flower of life everywhere, because I was so deeply engulfed in it, and little by little by little by little began to recognize this pattern of this flower of light is actually quite faulty. There are few things within it, but go on your own search to find out. My job is not here to give you all of that information. Go search for yourself. But what that pattern represents that cap, and that cap represents what from the fall of Atlantis, what was remained with the mass hypnosis, mass mind control, the psyops, and this is what we want to free ourselves from. But we cannot just easily free because the cap is capped at the mind, and it's hard, and a lot of people are connecting to so-called God or universal principles. They're still going through the mind. And I have news for you. You're not going to be able to free yourselves from those shackles. You're going to have to bypass it. This has to be bypassed to access it. And I'm going to walk you through a breath to be able to, just as the beginning stages of this, there are going to be many stages. There is no way in this 1 hour meditation I'm going to be able to get you through it. I've been sitting in hours and hours and hours and hours and hours of meditation with this. So, you're going to be releasing a whole bunch of things, and anyway, if you feel called to it, join. This is an invitation for those that feel resonance. It is not about me. Here, as always, the loud folks that are coming to clean the lawns, because this is, look, that's in front of me. So what I wanted to share was, it is not about convincing anyone. It is not about redirecting you. It is not about force, push, even teaching. It is about, if you recognize that resonance, if you have seen that within yourself, that wow, like in my walk of life, I'm still struggling in these areas. And and no matter what I do is these struggling areas, but these struggles, if you recognize, has been part of this cap that has purposely kept you here because of the supreme power that resides in you, that wants to now house in you, but it cannot fully be housed in you because it can't fully align, because the guardians of the mind control, are controlling that. So there's quite a bit in here. Thank you. This is there's quite a bit of a light language around here too, Caitlin. Much love to you. Looking forward to it. It's going to be fantastic, and it's part of We speak of divine sovereignty, yet to know that I am, it has to be bypass this area. And the way of it is love, divine love. That is the currency that I'm going to call in for all of you to show up with it when you show up on Tuesday. Email me. I'm blessed with that love in your readiness. I'm ready to receive you together to take on this breath and start opening it up. The purpose on Tuesday would be opening up to the universe by passing the Andromeda Stargate, because that's where it's hovered over like that. So much love to all of you. honib1111@gmail.com. If it resonates with you, please share it with only those who resonate. I am not here to collect followers. That does nothing for me. I'm here to share a divine truth with those brothers and sisters that are also truly ready to live in their divine truth here on earth. That means you stand up from your divine love in your groundedness in this. And it does require your breath, and it does require you loving you. See you soon. See you on Tuesday. Much love, everyone.